Hi, Betty Tonzi. This is it's not our fourth week. I think it's our fifth week, maybe our sixth week. I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready to do a live Facebook presentation next week. Other people have been doing this long before COVID. I haven't done one yet. I'm going to do one next Friday, the 24th. And it's going to be about the Tower Garden. Let me read you something real quick. I know you've seen this. You've seen this a lot. We are questioning our food source. We've been doing that for some time, but I said this to a friend. I was reading a report this morning that farmers, this was just yesterday, just yesterday, I think, that farmers in Florida are plowing over their fields full of crops because the supply chain to get into the markets has broken down. Fields of food are being plowed over. Specialty farmers who grow heirlooms have no high-end stores or restaurants to purchase their product for the same reason. Now we know that food banks are really clamoring for food. And so we're, like, oh my God, you can't plow it over. Get it to a food bank. Well, the same food supply chain that would get food to the grocery stores can't get to the food pantries either. So it's really sad. And this is including not just fields of crops, but dairy. People are getting rid of their milk. This will trickle down, this will trickle down to the average family by summer as fresh produce becomes hard to find and it will become expensive. And I'm not sure what's going to happen with our local farmers markets. I'm sure they'll be able to bring produce, but what's going to be their situation? Now, the Tower Garden, which you've already seen on my Betty Tonzi Healthy Living page, it's flying off the shelf. I had to call the company last week to get a new pump for my Tower Garden, and she said, "Wow, our sales have increased 90% of the Tower Garden," and that's not a big shock. People want to be the source of their own food. Now, how many times has lettuce, romaine lettuce, all kinds of lettuce been recalled over the last 2 or 3 years? I mean, we can understand beef recalled, poultry recalled, dairy, eggs, those kinds of products, but lettuce? It's kind of surprising. I mean, think about it. When eating a pie is healthier than having a salad? Ooh. So people have been questioning their food source for some time, and now they're really questioning the food source. They're wondering, will there be fresh produce in the market? Will I be able to afford it? Where did it come from? How is it grown? How is it being handled? Who is touching it? So we're going to grow our own food. Let's put a garden in the backyard, and that's terrific. I have a garden, and I eat off of my garden 12 months out of the year, all year long, and it's fantastic. It takes up 10% of the space of a regular garden, 10% of the water, and it grows up to 100 different kinds of fruits, veggies, produce, herbs, flowers, and about half the time. If I could get my new lettuce seedlings planted to now, I've had to wait for a couple of new parts for mine. I've had mine for like 5 or 6 years. I would probably be eating lettuce clearly by Memorial Day. So it's going to be live the 24th, next Friday at about noon. What I want to do is I just want to be live for people to answer questions. What is this Tower Garden? Tell me about it. I'm not a master gardener, that I can assure you. My thumb could not have been more purple if I had taken a hammer and smashed it, but it works. And so I want you to join me. Be the source of your own food. It's just a healthy way to go, and it's easy and it's affordable, and I'd love to tell you about it. See you next Friday. You're going to be hearing from me more on these blurbs to tell you about it.